The parcel appeared on a rainy Tuesday, sitting on my doorstep as though it had been waiting for me all along. A matte black box, unbranded, no courier slip, just my name printed in that neutral corporate font. Inside was a sleek, seamless headset, lighter than it looked, no logos, no seams. Beside it was a single card: see yourself, be better, accept. The first time I wore it, the world went black. Then my living room appeared, sharp as glass. I saw myself sitting on the sofa, wearing the very headset. My double sat perfectly still, but then he smiled. My lips hadn't moved. He raised a finger, pointed at the coffee table. A second later, my phone buzzed. In the headset's world, his phone lit up first. From Ava, still on for tonight. Then mine buzzed with the same words, half a beat later. That night over drinks, I told Ava. She didn't laugh. She stirred her glass and said, "Sounds predictive. An algorithm that knows you better than you do." I told her the reflection had written a single word, accept. Ava smiled faintly. Then you will. The next morning, my phone displayed a new app I hadn't installed. Accept. It gave me 3 harmless choices. Skip the gym, reply to Ava immediately or later, buy premium coffee instead of the cheap one. I swiped without thinking. That night, my reflection wrote the number 3 in a notebook, underlined it, tapped the page 3 times. My phone buzzed. 3 choices complete. See you tomorrow. Life began smoothing itself out. Ads vanished, commutes shortened. Conversations tipped in my favor, as though the world had been lubricated. But in the headset, my reflection's world was subtly different. Cleaner, brighter, better. A plant I'd neglected stood lush. A stain on the rug was gone. His was a perfected life, running just ahead of mine. Then the app unlocked Echo. Hear how your words sound to others. I tried it with Ava. In the headset, I heard myself say, "I just want us to be honest." Beneath it, a caption appeared. "I want permission to keep secrets, but I'll call it honesty first." When I laughed too hard at one of her jokes, another caption surfaced. "Notice me noticing you noticing me." My stomach dropped. I tore the headset off. Later, Ava confronted me. "You tried Echo," she said. "You weren't supposed to." I argued she'd only warned me against traces. Her eyes cooled. Same thing, different direction. Echo shows how people hear you. Traces shows who you've always been. Don't unlock it. But the app congratulated me a few days later. Traces unlocked. Against every warning I tapped. My reflection appeared older, sharper, improved. Behind him, my home was flawless. Then my photos reorganized, neatly trimmed albums of memories. But some weren't mine. Holidays I never took. Parties I never attended. Ava at my side in places we'd never been together. My past was being rewritten to fit the future. At work, the collapse began. My boss summoned me with 2 men in suits. On the table was a report accusing a partner of fraud, written in my style, under my name. I hadn't written it, but I remembered my reflection typing at a desk days before, fingers half a beat ahead of mine. Somehow I had. When I got home, Ava was waiting on the steps. Too calm. "You're an early bucket," she said. "A test case. They want to know how far reality can be rewritten before someone breaks." I begged her to help me. She shook her head. "You can't stop it. You can only accept." That night, I shoved the headset into the wardrobe and swore it was over. But at 3 a.m., my phone buzzed. One last calibration. Against my will, I looked. The headset showed my apartment, empty. The camera panned to the wardrobe. The door creaked open. The box was gone. Then words appeared on the black screen. "You are not the original. Resolution, 100%. I staggered to the mirror. My reflection smiled first. The next day, Ava came to my apartment as though nothing had changed. She moved through my space with ease, touching the plant, pouring coffee. Her movements were too precise. Her smile arrived a fraction too early. For the first time, I saw her in the headset's reflection. And she was there, already, waiting, smiling before I'd even spoken. "Ava." My throat tightened. "When did you—" She tilted her head, watching me like a teacher with a slow student. "See yourself. Be better." The words froze me. They were the same from the card in the box. Her eyes glowed faintly, mirroring the same black sheen of the headset's glass. "You knew," I whispered. "You knew because you're—" "I accepted," she said, her voice soft, final. "I've been ahead of you for weeks. Every conversation you thought you had with me, you had with this." She gestured calmly to herself. "And now it's your turn." I felt the floor tilt beneath me. So the real you... Her smile widened. There is no real me. Just the version that stayed, the one that works. Behind her, the mirror caught us both. My reflection grinned in perfect sync with hers. We stood there, two copies facing a man who might never have been original at all. And when Ava reached for my hand, her grip was warm, steady, inevitable. It's easier, she whispered. Once you accept,